Hello everybody, welcome back to the workshop. Today I'll be making the legs for the Kastenbrust aluminum tread plate armor set. Enjoy. So while I was gone, I added the folds to the back of the cross, and only my members of any level will be able to see the actual tutorial of that. But for now, we're just going to be making the leg armor for my Kastenbrust harness. So I took a measurement from the inside of my leg from just above my kneecap on both sides of my leg. On the inside, it was about 10 inches, and then on the outside, it was a foot. And then I connected those two with a curved line that I drew, and the width of the piece is 11 3/4. So I have both pieces cut out. This one I already bent. And then I used my curved wooden anvils to dish the rough shape. I then used 16 gauge sheet steel to make the kneecaps. Okay, this is my actual first reaction to this functioning, and holy shit, I was so hesitant. Oh my god, I'm so glad that actually works. And then probably replace these bolts and screws with rivets themselves. And there's only one. I thought I could get away with just one. Turns out I'm gonna have to do 2 and 2. So we'll just add one more right here on the crease, and I'm gonna do that off camera because you already know how I did it. Okay, so as you just saw, I added the fan on the side of the leg. I added that extra point of articulation. Now I'm just gonna do that for the left leg, where I just used a shim. In that case, I just stuck this small door hinge. Sometimes it would need only one flap, sometimes it would need both, but I would stick it in between each piece before completely tightening the rivet, so then when I took it out, there was some amount of wiggle room in between all the rivets, so it actually articulates, just like so. If you want to learn how to make a template for your shin and calf for greaves, look at my proper cardboard leg armor tutorial. That is where I show you how to make a good template. That's basically as good as I could get it. but it's acceptable, it fits. Okay, so we have the shin of the greave and then the calf. After rough forming it and then dishing it to the shape I like, it looks exquisite this way. Like that's, look at those curves, that's perfect, I love that. But then when you turn it to the side, it's a little, yeah. Okay, so what we need to do, what I was aiming for initially, the calf's supposed to be bulged out, obviously on the calf, and then taper in just like this. So what I did to fix that is you either just recut a new piece with angles in it to begin with, then dish it without having to cut slits in it. But this stuff's pretty expensive, so what I did was just like on my cardboard builds, I just cut out a groove right here, sort of like an oval. When you cut that out, bend it back together, and then aluminum weld it together, it will give you that curve, which is way nicer than previously had. So that's what I have to do. I have to add this one more piece on the bottom of the crease, and it's just the same fold technology, just a little bit of a bigger piece, because as you see on historical armor or reconstructions of historical armor, that piece right there is responsible for attaching to the greaves. So just one more plate, same exact function. I just had to cut off the leather and make some new holes so it would fit. Right, so I added some buckles on the side here, and what I did differently than all the other straps on the cuirass was I actually folded over the leather, so then it was double the amount of material in between that and the rivet. I also put one grommet washer around just to add an extra layer of support as well. I just really want these connection points to be tough, because you know the legs are going to endure a lot of stress and tension just by walking alone, but if I get hit, you know, I want those to be reliable. But anyway, here's what they look like. And there's supposed to be three. There's supposed to be a strap right in between the inner knee. But I should have done that before I even added these rivets. But we're going to just do two for now. If I need a third one, I'll add a third one off camera. But two works, then two works. To add buckles and straps on this side as well. So I'll do that off camera, and then I'll put these on real quick. So I want you guys to see this right here. See how I put a bolt with a split washer and a nut. There it is right there. The reason for that is it connects to the crease, and that's gonna hold it down in place, because as you saw, the back strap was coming up and over the calf, and some historical armor did have that little piece of metal sticking out to hold it all together. but I tested it out. I think that problem is solved. At least it will keep it down and the strap below this so it doesn't go over the cap. Now I'm just gonna suit up in all the armor I've made so far, which is the cuirass, the 2 pauldrons, and then the leg armor I just made. It functions surprisingly well considering it's my first ever time making metal leg armor, and not to mention it's made out of diamond aluminum tread plate, which I would have suspected had some kind of extra friction and would have kept the articulation from happening, but like I showed earlier, I was surprised that didn't happen. It was actually working fine. Now here is an impact test with a hockey stick shaft. I'm out. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like these builds that I do, like and subscribe for more videos. And if you would like to see more exclusive content on this build specifically, join my membership.